Hey guys, Leutrim here. I just wanted to talk to you guys about Kenny versus Spenny. Now, most of you probably haven't heard of it before, but I will direct this at the people who have. Of course, Kenny versus Spenny is a show about Kenny, who is kind of a evil genius, and he kind of competes against his friend Spenny, who's kind of the nice guy, who's very honourable. Basically, the show started in 2003 and it recently ended in 2010 with the Christmas special. So it's been running for about 7 years. Well, it ran for 7 years. It consisted of like 86 episodes, which spanned over 6 seasons. And I mean, to me, it was just one of the best shows I've ever seen. It really was a cult hit amongst viewers, mainly in Canada, but more importantly around the world. And it kind of gave it this kind of cult identity, because it just had such specific humor that only specific viewers could really enjoy. And sadly, of course, it did come to an end, as I said, with the Christmas special, which to me wasn't the greatest way to end it. I mean, the special really wasn't that fantastic to me, but at the end of the day, I'm still going to regard it as one of the greatest shows that I've ever watched, up until now at least. And I'm just here today to talk to you guys about basically that there is light at the end of the tunnel, and in this case it's going to be 2 tunnels. There's 2 lights at the end of 2 tunnels. And okay, so basically it's nice to know that basically Spenny and Kenny are both gonna be doing shows after Kenny vs Spenny. Spenny has decided to make a show called Single White Spenny, where basically he's a divorced man, and he's trying to prove to his ex-wife that he can still have a good, meaningful relationship with a woman. Typical Spenny, basically. I'm not really too excited about this because it seems like it's drama, and I really don't know if it's going to be that great, but I'm really anticipating and pretty eager to watch it. It should come out in the early spring of 2011, so watch out for that. I will make another podcast as soon as they start airing the episodes. I will talk about what kind of a show it is, and I'll inform you guys about it as soon as we have any news of them. The other news, of course, is that Kenny is going to do a show as well. Kenny is going to do a more kind of Kenny versus Spenny orientated show. It's called Kenny Hotz'S Triumph of the Will. Not so sure about the name, but the concept of the show seems really appealing, I think, to many people, and especially me. It's crazy, basically. Kenny's going to go out and try to break the boundaries, not only socially, but comedy-wise. He's going to try and do the most outrageous, crazy bullshit that you've ever seen, basically. And some of the things that Kenny's talked about is basically he wants to be the first Jew to build a mosque, which I think is in itself very controversial, but typical Spenny. Typical Kenny. Why am I mixing them up? It's very typical of Kenny to do such a thing, to build a mosque. It sounds pretty crazy, so I'm really looking forward to that. Another thing, he's also asked on his Facebook, because I do have Facebook and I do follow both Kenny and Spenny. Kenny has mentioned, excuse the crap voice there. Kenny has mentioned on his Facebook that he is in need of a human placenta, a real one, a real placenta. And also, what else did he mention? He asked for he needs baby teeth as well, real baby teeth. I mean, the reactions he's getting on Facebook are just, what the fuck, dude, what the fuck are you planning? And I mean, it could just be ways to kind of get the people going. I mean, you could find these things without telling people on Facebook, without asking the people of Facebook, but I think he's just trying to get kind of a big atmosphere prior to the actual launching of the show, which I think will be sometime later this year in 2011. We don't really know when, but really, again, I'm really anticipating this one, and I'm sure everyone else is too. So basically, I just wanted to tell you guys about that. So if you're sad about the Kenny versus Spenny show ending, don't be so sad. I know it's a pretty unfortunate thing that it's ended, but it was amazing while it lasted. I think every single episode is just brilliant, and we should all look forward to the new shows that these two guys come up with, and I will keep you informed on both of them. And I look forward to making a new podcast very shortly. Thanks for tuning in for this one.